First day back to the office for more employees with COVID-19 rules at the workplace being relaxed from today.
Now take a look at the commuting crowd streaming out of Raffles Place MRT station this morning. Most of them office workers making their way to work. And over at Marina Bay Financial Centre, the office crowd was also seen streaming in around 9 a.m.
Now, although 75% of staff can return to the workplace, people whom the Straits Times spoke to said this crowd size has been the case for months. A security guard who works near Raffles Place said he didn't see any difference.
Meanwhile, for Rebecca Kwa, a financial consultant who alighted at Raffles Place MRT station, made it a point to leave home 5 minutes earlier, well, just in case. But she noted that at no point on her way to work did she feel her personal space was intruded upon, unlike during pre-COVID-19 times.
Ms. Loh Pek Hem, president of the Singapore Human Resources Institute, joins us now. As you know, companies are implementing a hybrid work model, for example, having more staff back 2 or 3 times a week. But moving forward, how would this arrangement shape productivity, work relationships, office dynamics and so on?
If we implement hybrid work arrangements correctly, it will actually be a win-win, and this will mean that companies will benefit, employees will benefit. And what I mean by this is fundamentally, having staff going back to the office 2 to 3 times a week, it is a good start, okay? Versus during circuit breaker when we are all forced to work from home. While some people enjoy the benefits of working from home, there are also a lot of employees who actually are very stressed working from home, and they would rather go back to the office. So it's a matter of how we strike that balance, so that, the company benefits, the employee benefits, and it will be a win-win for both.
Right. Ms. Loh, most of us, if not all, have gotten used to working from home over the past year. Now, some even prefer it, like what you mentioned. What are your suggestions then on how firms can entice their employees back to the office?
I think in the first place, working from home, it is not an entitlement, and it was never designed to be an entitlement only to benefit the employees. I think the work from home arrangements or hybrid work arrangements, it is really an arrangement to allow the business to continue to operate and to allow the employees to continue to contribute, taking into consideration some of the lifestyle changes that both the employer as well as the employee have to make. So rather than see it only as, is a benefit only for the employees and employers have to entice people to go back to the office, I think as we slowly ease off getting people back into the office and with the use of technology, I think employers need to, again, reap the benefits of what we have invested in terms of technology. And really, if those people who can work productively remotely by use of virtual teams and virtual meetings and all that, we should let those proceed. Okay. And in instances where we need people to come back, that is actually the normal mode of work. And I'm sure employees are quite happy to return back to the office. So it's never an entitlement, and it is actually a business imperative. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't think there is a need for companies to entice the employees to come back to work. And employees, I think, generally want to make sure that the company is successful. And if the employer in the past year have trusted the employees that they are indeed doing a good job, even though they're working remotely, I think that should continue.
Well, that's a really interesting point, Ms. Loh. Working from home in the past year has also cast a spotlight on work-life balance. Last June, a 4-day work week was raised by MPs in Parliament. Is a hybrid work model a precursor to a 4-day work week? You think?
Considering Singapore, we are so short of labour, we need to augment our current pool of labour with foreign talent. So honestly, I don't think that is a solution. Okay. On the other hand, I think if we do a good hybrid work arrangements, and if organizations or companies can work with their union, work with your HR, and work with your employees and have that conversation, and instead of a 20% a 4-day work week, if we can consider hybrid work arrangements where you work 3 to 4 days a week, and then, for 1 or 2 days, you actually work from home and you are still working. Okay. And with the use of technology, you can continue to be productive. So if we can have that conversation and check with the workforce, I'm sure our HR practitioners are in a good position to advise the business leaders, as well as work with our union counterparts to see what is the best work arrangement that can optimize business results for the organization, and at the same time, keep your employees engaged and productive. So I used to work in Hewlett Packard, and in HP, the famous HP way was really, everybody wants to do a good job. You give them the right tools, the right environment, the right culture, and the right level of trust. Everybody will do a good job and they'll deliver on the promise that they have given to you.
Right, great insights there, Ms. Loh. Thank you so much for joining us today. We've been speaking to SHRI President, Ms. Loh Pek Kem.